I feel like something's following me. You can tell us our names. Tell us your name.
I'm Mike Hatcher.
Hey folks, it's Ernie Pack.
I am Natalie Jones.
What's up, everybody? My name's Matt Warner.
Hey, I'm G-Man. You know what? I'm George Joplin. I'm anybody you want me to be, but you know what? There's one thing I am. I'm part of the para movement. That's right. Feel it. Oh, feel it.
My name is Melody Knapp, and I am part of the para movement.
This is April, the Psychic Housewife from New Jersey, and I am part of the para movement.
Hashtag the para movement.
And I am part of the para movement.
And I'm part of the para movement.
I'm Sophia Tambrelli, and I'm part of the para movement.
Just wanted to talk real quick about the para movement that's going on in the world. It's all about para unity. It's about para family. It's about diversity like you'll see nowhere else. In the paranormal community, we got folks of all races, religions, sexual orientations, political beliefs, you name it. And we're spreading positivity, good vibes everywhere. So, hashtag the para movement. Join it, be a part of it, and everybody have a great day. Take care.
To all stations with an announcement, the FASD training on solar awareness and occupational safety.
Hey, what's up? I'm the Animal.
What's going on, everybody? Every time I see that picture of me, I wonder, what the hell was I looking at? I
don't What were you looking at? I'm just kind of wondering myself.
Me too, but hey, you know what? I have a hard enough time remembering what I ate for breakfast this morning, let alone, what I was looking at, But how are you tonight, brother?
Dude, man, I'm excited. By the way, this is TW. Welcome to our new show, Trancending the Unknown. This is a show not just about the paranormal, but everything. We might be talking about, cryptids, zoology, aliens. We might even have some musicians on as a guest. And, TW, me and you are both fellow musicians, and
Absolutely.
Artists. So, just very excited to be able to have this show on the air the first time ever. And to be able to partner with you, and just exciting things to come, man.
Absolutely. And like we were talking about before, I think that so many people, when they hear the paranormal, they put it into a box. And they don't stop and realize that under the paranormal umbrella, there are so many wonderful things that deserve further investigation, further discussion. I mean, people hear paranormal and they think ghosts, right? And of course, that's part of it, but you're really just of everything that can make up paranormal. So we have a lot of different rabbits we can go down.
Yeah. I think we're having some internet connections again. Sorry if it gets a little glitchy. It's just the internet.
Yeah, it gets a little glitchy. I promise we didn't, spout any political rhetoric to get shut down. We.
The internet's been very shitty lately, and it's. But hey, we're gonna have fun, and hopefully, everything will work out.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of, let's talk a little bit about Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Yeti.
Yeah.
One thing that really disappointed me the other night. I'm a huge fan of the Travel Channel. A lot of things they put out, the Holzer Files, the Dead Files, Kindred Spirits. I'm a very big fan of the Travel Channel, and I got wrapped up in what I thought was a legitimate documentary on the Yeti.
Yeah.
Come to find out, it was all fake, all acted, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, what is the purpose of it? Because then you have shows on the same channel like Expedition Bigfoot where they're legitimately doing an investigation. So, it was a little weird for me to all of it, because now, just knowing me and being pragmatic, being skeptical of everything until I see it, now I'm going to be skeptical of everything I see on the channel, wondering, is this a actual documentary, or is this kind of like a docudrama type of thing?
Well, the weird thing is, like, it's good that you say that, because before I actually experienced Bigfoot, I don't know if you remember the show Mountain Monsters.
Yeah. Love it.
A bunch of hillbillies. I love those guys. When it first came out, it was all about Bigfoot, all about the chupacabra. I think it was a Pigzilla. When they actually caught it.
Was it Hogzilla or Pigzilla?
Hogzilla. It was like Hogzilla, but they caught it, and it was the only thing they actually caught in all, I think, 6 seasons or so, whatever, how many seasons they have. But and then after that, they started going downhill, because then they started making up stories about other guys like worshiping the devil and all this stuff, and they were all in costumes, and just started getting really raunchy. And it kind of made me think, I'm like, are they just making this stuff up and then just starting to dramatize it because they're running out of materials? It's just so weird.
Well, exactly. And it kind of, I hate to use the term, but it bastardizes cryptozoology and paranormal investigation to all of a sudden throw in an act.
Yeah.
Because people are already looking at this. Most people are already looking at these things, right? So all of a sudden you throw something in that was completely fabricated on purpose. You're really not doing anything good for the cause, as a whole.
Yeah. Hey, Dale. He was asking, what is a Yeti? I don't know. What's your terms of a Yeti, TW? Because pretty much like, it's just the abominable snowman, pretty much to me, what you see on TV. Has people seen a Yeti? People said they've seen one, and it's just like a white teddy bear, pretty much. But no one really knows of what it looks like, but of what people have seen.
Well, again, a lot of people, I think, especially if they get excited, their eyes can play tricks on them. So I think that's why we always get different descriptions, right, of eyewitnesses, because you tend to get incredibly excited or frightened, right? And that adrenaline dump that happens in your body, that personally, I think that's why we get the different. Well, no, it has reddish brown hair. No, it has black hair. Right? Because I think that a lot of people, when they do, even though they're purposefully going on an investigation to find said cryptid, I still think in the back of their mind, they don't really think they're going to find it. So if they do have a sighting, I think it could have quite the effect on, the adrenal glands.
Yeah. Totally agree. Every description of Mothman ever. That's awesome.
I'm telling you, man. We gotta get our own server. We gotta get our own server, bro, so we don't have these glitches on our show, because we're talking about some fun stuff here.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Man.
And the
it's
one thing that the one thing that I will say, in terms of the probability, right, of the Yeti actually existing, is that they have found footprints at elevations that humans don't go. And if they do, they sure as hell don't go barefoot.
No. Well,
right.
no,
So no, it just that's one thing that really sticks out in my head about, it that would take quite a toll on your body and a whole ton of effort and money just to fake something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially like if you have big feet like me, I ain't gonna go out in the freaking cold and just go stomping out there. No, hell no.
Dude, not for nothing, but in certain temperatures, even though there's heat in my house, I don't like going from the shower to the bedroom without fully clothing myself sometimes, But
I don't know, man. Here in Florida, man, you freaking no matter what, from the shower to the bedroom, you're freaking sweating.
Oh well, you need to move somewhere with a dry heat.
Yeah.
You hardly realize it until it kills you, right?
Yeah.
You don't feel it until you stroke out, and then okay, maybe it's damn hot.
I gotta move to like Alaska or something.
Now, Alaska could be some really, really interesting cryptid hunting.
Yeah, especially Bigfoot. I think there's been a lot of sightings that I've heard from people that actually sightings that came to their house.
Yeah.
Like up to their windows, which is really crazy. People, washing the dishes and you see this freaking big monster head just looking at you. It's, I don't know, like, to me, like, I'm a hunter. Like, if I saw something like coming to my window, my first response wouldn't be like screaming. I'd be grabbing my, my gun.
Yeah.
I'm a hunter, and I'd be going out there to see what the frick is at my door because, you want to protect your family.
Right. Well, and that goes with another part of the equation too. Even though you want to protect a species that is that unique.
Yeah.
I really do think that the only thing that will prove something once and for all is a body, unfortunately.
Well,
something tells me that a 7 to 10 foot tall creature isn't going to go quietly, so to speak. I don't think he's going to just all of a sudden be your friend and be like, I'm alive, bitches.
Well, the weird thing is to me, like when before I've experienced a Bigfoot, people have told me they're interdimensional beings, which kind of makes sense of Bigfoot evidence, or you don't see a body because they pop in and out spiritually, just like the paranormal, which what we're talking about, which is this whole show's about, is that they'll pop in and out interdimensionally. Right. And the cool thing is, like, when I experienced my first Bigfoot sighting not too long ago, it popped out of nowhere. This big, huge freaking creature pops up 20 feet away from us when we were Bigfooting. We were searching for Bigfoot. And it was just really cool because they're fascinating creatures. And we saw evidence of what they've done. We actually put a box of donuts on this stump, Krispy Kreme actually, and we actually we left it and we came back and there was like a scratch mark that opened the top of the box, literally, like, and someone going like this. Didn't touch the donuts, but the box was ripped open. So it's pretty interesting how something interdimensional that could pop up in real form and do something realistically.
Right. And again, it's, your mileage may vary in terms of, all beings have moods, bro.
Yeah.
And it might not be your day. You might be in a bad mood, right? So can you imagine pissing something off that's twice your size?
I wouldn't even fathom, man. Seeing something that's 9 feet tall, I would be like probably shitting myself.
So, I'm trying to wait until we catch up here. I know we got some lag time with the internet.
Yeah.
There we go. But now there's really there's really two major theories. Of course there's 3 or 4, but I'm saying the two major theories now when it's coming to Sasquatch is, like you said, the interdimensional being. But there's also, I think there's just as many people that are in the camp of like a relic like Gigantopithecus.
Yeah.
Right. And where do you stand on that? What do you think is more plausible? Something that has actually survived when they, were deemed extinct, or do you think more on the spiritual interdimensional kind of realm?
I think at one time, because Bigfoot was brought back to way back in when the Indians were roaming the earth. There's been sightings where some native tribes have seen this being, this creature, walking around where they're living. So it could be, honestly, it could have been like a creature that died a long time ago, and then the spirit lives on. I mean, anything's plausible, or
Right.
it could be an interdimensional. Now, like, there's a theory out there. It's the same thing with paranormal, where there's people in the future that are popping up as spiritual forms and showing themselves to us, like, as a sign. Now, that is a theory. I don't know if it is, realistically, or if it's just a spirit that has passed away and it's just something that's, roaming around that hasn't, gone to the light. So I'm kind of on the fence of both interdimensional and something that was just from the past, just popping up.
Right. Because that also can kind of snowball into the whole phenomena of lake monsters as well. I know that it is so attractive to want to believe that there are plesiosaurs still living in Loch Ness, Lake Champlain, Lake Okanagan, right? But when you really think about it, number one, if it has been seen for hundreds and thousands of years, it's impossible for there to only be one, right?
Yeah.
So you would need a few of them, right, in order to stay alive. And then number two, correct me if I'm wrong, but so it would have to come to the surface a lot more often to breathe.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would be as elusive as these sightings could be, if it were the proverbial, relic from the Jurassic era or prehistoric era.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the fence. Like I said before, I'm on the fence. And if newcomers who are just joining us right now, I just saw a couple of people pop up. We're transcending the unknown, and we're just having pretty much an amazing conversation about Bigfoot, cryptids, and I mean, we'll talk about anything. So you never know. We might even talk about your grandma next door. So sky's the limits, man. But you're totally right. It's the scientific research out there. People are still researching on what technically Bigfoot is and trying to get some evidence. So we'll see and find out. I don't even know if they'll actually get evidence, but the thing is, it's fun searching. It's fun to go out there and to be able to find evidence of a foot that's like bigger than a normal person's foot. So it's pretty cool to see something like that.
Right. But on the same token, you're not going to be catching me scuba diving in Lake Champlain or Loch Ness. That's got a whole lot of nope written all over it.
Oh man, that one thing about scuba diving, I love. That's another one of my passions is shipwreck diving and treasure hunting.
Ah, I gotta apologize to all net interference. We promise it's not us. There we go. You back?
Yep, we're back.
There
Sorry, everybody.
There
We're having internet difficulties, so.
But I mean, when you really think about it, brother, it's incredible to explore, and there. Remember, I don't know the percentage of, but the exact percentage, but we have only explored such a small percentage of our lakes, and we've found everything is incredibly ignorant.
Yeah. And like the things that me and my buddies doing here locally, we're researching areas that have never been touched yet, which like shipwrecks have never been found, and
right.
And just the history of it. We look up the history and find shipwrecks that have not been found yet, and then we research it.
Yeah.
We scan the waters and we dive the wreck, and we see what we could find of any kind of remains, or who knows, maybe treasure, which would be cool, to find something that we could date back and bring it back to, what was lost and now is found.
Right. Absolutely. And when you really think about it, just remember the excitement and the whole, just the majesty, to coin a phrase, of when they finally found the Titanic. It was years after it sank that it took to find the wreckage of the Titanic. And that was arguably one of the most, magnificent shipwrecks that was ever discovered.
Yeah.
Especially with the story behind it.
Yeah. Oh, totally, 100%. It's amazing. Like, a lot of people don't realize this because we always do research above the water, like in haunted houses and stuff like that. But no one really realizes, there's actual energy underneath the water, in those tragic disasters that have happened in those shipwrecks, and people don't realize it. And I've seen some amazing evidence just with shipwrecks alone and the energy you could feel around it, and paranormal wise, like the EVPs that you could catch from just a spirit underneath that water is truly amazing. And water is a good conductor for actually a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is I've done experiments with water where you could get some amazing EVP action from the water itself.
Right. And then remember, ley lines, fault lines, limestone. So many things are incredible energy conductors.
Yeah. I think I lost you.
Get going great for a while, and then all of a sudden the internet says, "Go F yourself."
It was like, I don't like what you're talking about.
We haven't said the B word, the P word, the F word. We haven't said any of that stuff, so we should be pretty good, right? Plesiosaur doesn't count as a P word, right? I just want to take a minute, and I opened up the comments. I finally, my technical dunce ass finally realized that I could read the Facebook comments. So I'm checking the comments out, and I want to answer Dale's question. Yeti is just another term for Sasquatch. Usually the Yeti is like Nepal, the Himalayas, that corner of the world. Yeti, abominable snowman. But it really, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but it really alludes to the same cryptid. It's just what they call it in different areas of the world. So
it's the same thing. Just like Australia has its, I can't remember what they called it, but every country has its, and city and state and all around the world has their own name for Bigfoot. Like in Florida, they call it the skunk ape.
Right.
So
right.
in somewhere else, like in Ohio, they call it something else, or New York, they call it, So each state, the United States has its own name. Oh, the Ohio grassman. Sorry.
There you go. Yeah. But
I'm drunk up. Yeah.
Oh man. See, now that we called it out, we kind of just reiterated, hey, we're not doing anything wrong. Now at least they're letting us use the internet for a little while. So kudos,
Thank you.
Thank you. Whoever's watching, that's monitoring, we got you back. But and Mothman, that's a good one, bro. That's a good one too. And the thing with the Mothman is that, and again, if you've heard different, let me know. But from all of my research, all of the descriptions have pretty much been exactly the same.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Sasquatch, where you could have them saying, "Oh, well, it looks like this," and this one said, "Well, no, it kind of looks like this." It'll kind of right, but all of the eyewitness accounts of Mothman really are pretty identical.
Yeah, agree. Well, it's just funny you talked about Mothman. I was just watching Josh Gates last night, and they were talking about how Mothman originated. And it's pretty interesting. Every eyewitness would say pretty much the same thing. It was a bat-looking creature or dragon-like. But it ended up being those images that they were seeing. Some of them were actually a bird that looked like a bat from far away.
Yeah.
So.
There, are you back?
Yeah. It's like I cut out and in and out. It's weird. It's like they don't want you to know about the Mothman.
Oh my God! If it ain't one thing, right? Yeah. Where's the love for the Mothman?
Yeah.
Right. The last time I heard the Mothman didn't mess with any elections or anything. We shouldn't be getting shut down talking about the Mothman.
Supposedly, the Mothman that created a lot of damage. Supposedly in history, that Mothman created the bridge where it all started to collapse, where a lot of people were. A big fatality happened.
Yeah. Well, wasn't that the whole speculation is that when the Mothman sightings start to kick up, it's almost like a sign of something really bad about to happen?
Yeah. It's usually, well, it wasn't just that. They said it was the swine flu that I guess the Mothman appeared before the swine flu hit, the bird flu, so many catastrophes that happened. People have cited the Mothman, and then, something big happened.
Right. So I don't know what happened to him, because he could have warned us about the China virus and he didn't, but.
Oh, man. That's another monster.
It's a sickness, brother. I can't help it.
Oh man, that's funny. It's funny, like when I ask you a question, your face freezes, and I see your face freeze, and then it cuts in. Again.
See, if only I knew when I was freezing, I could do a badass robot dance for you without even thinking about it.
Oh man. But yeah, another thing I would like to talk about is UFOs.
And watch.
What?
Well, not for nothing, but I see. Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. You know, not for nothing. If we were expecting to be visited by extraterrestrials, I'm going to say that they took a look at what the hell was going on these days and said, yeah, screw this. We're changing course. These people are effing crazy.
I wouldn't blame them with everything going on. Like you said, the whole virus and stuff like that, and the whole political rant. They're probably like, yeah, let's go mess with another planet. We're not going to mess with those people. They're too crazy.
Yeah. I mean, not for nothing. Maybe at a different time in our society, but if they're looking for intelligent life forms, they're going to be investigating just as hard as we investigate Bigfoot right now.
Yeah, 100%. I'm Brandon. It says, "I'm sure."
I gotta say, oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to have a filter?
Hey, Brandon, what's up? I'm sure the UFOs lock their doors when they pass by Earth. I think so too, Brandon. Man, I don't know, man. They just didn't want to visit us. We're too crazy. Yep.
Like I said, maybe there was a time, but I don't know. I think we got a lot of improving to do before they're going to think they can learn anything from us. That's for damn sure. If anything, they're going to learn what not to do in their culture.
Well, or it could be just like Men in Black, where they're just in human form bodies and we just don't know it. And we could be friends with them and they could be like tricking us. And then one day, oh, I think I lost them. Hey, sorry, we have an internet connection. Here we go. There he is.
Jesus, I'm telling you, dude. And I wonder why I have problems with my Facebook ads. I'm telling you, it's all being rigged.
It's because we're talking about UFOs.
Yep. I'm telling you, sitting down watching us like they're binge watching Black Mirror or something. Like they're just... But I think that's as far as they're going to get.
Yeah. But it was like I was saying, what if aliens are like, just people, like hiding in human form, like in Men in Black? Wouldn't that be pretty crazy?
As much as this world is just, I would love it. And just, dude, do I need a passport? Take me with you. Just get me the hell out of here.
Dude, the way everything's going on in today's world, I'd be like, yeah, just take me with you, brother. Just like take me in outer space. Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
Have you heard about the government of Israel?
And the beauty of it is I could still work as long as...
Yeah. That's an interesting question. You see that?
Yeah, I do, but we're still having the echo chamber going back and forth, so I'm kind of holding back.
Again, sorry about that.
Because I don't know what's coming through or what's not coming through.
Yeah. Gonna have to try to figure out what this internet issue is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to change services for next week. We'll jump on Streamlabs with me and see if we could do this, because I feel bad that we're having such technical difficulties. We got some great viewers. We got some great questions. We got some great comments.
Yes.
And the internet's like, well, screw you.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do is we'll experiment in the next few days, and we'll see.
Shoot. And I thought Zoom was bad.
Yeah. But hey, let's
we'll get
kick
this
it
straightened
off
out.
early.
But
Yeah. We're cut off again.
I could hear you a little bit.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Shit. I hear you coming in and out.
Yeah. Let's reconvene next week and figure out what's going on with the internet.
Yeah. Because I really want to respond to this last comment.
Yeah, I know.
But maybe it's better that I don't with my no. Yeah. Yeah. We're not ready to understand.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay.
All right. Well, now that we're still moving and we're not freeze framed, we should probably say goodnight to our audience and thank all of you for putting up with this internet garbage tonight because I'm having a blast. We're having some great stuff, and we're gonna have some great guests coming on, hopefully starting next week. And I feel really bad. We're having the technical
That's how I felt.
Of course, I get marbles in my mouth when I actually can talk, and we don't have resistance. But it can only go up from here, brother. How's that?
Yep. So yeah, thank you all for popping on. I know we've only been on for about 38 minutes, but usually we'll be on for an hour in the future reference. Please stay tuned every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time at Trancending the Unknown. We love you guys, and please be patient with us. We'll try to fix this internet hopefully in the next week or two. So we'll see you soon.